So today, we're taking a look at the best assassins from each faction in For Honor. Now, for this list, of course, we got to start with the Knights. Now, this decision is solely between Peacekeeper and Gladiator. Now, in this case, I have to go with Gladiator. His moveset is the real deciding factor. Unlike Peacekeeper, a Gladiator can apply a lot of pressure even though he's an assassin. If you dodge and press the guard break button, you can get off a punch. You can even do this from the sides. You can also throw a zone and get unblockable in that way. You can actually cancel in the middle of this to go into the guard break. The way Gladiator flows is real nice. You can throw a lot of mix-ups in. So we can throw a heavy, then go back and throw another heavy, which is unblockable. That does bleed. Just like anything else, you can cancel this. You also have the toe stab. You can do this when opponents are right in front of you, and honestly, when people play against Gladiators, they typically get nervous when they get up close like this because he can do the toe stab at any time. You should use this opportunity to get some good guard breaks in because people like to dodge when they get up close to Gladiator. If you actually throw the heavy and throw the second one while holding back, you can throw people into the wall and get another stick in. Now I've equipped some attacks to Peacekeeper, and I'm going to perform the deflect. As you can see, it's just like a normal skewer. If you land a deflect, you can actually get the same move off, throw them into the wall, and start it up again if you wanted to. So she throws, slide into it, throw against the wall, and then you can get your other combos in. That's why I picked Gladiator for this slot. For the Vikings, this is going to be a tough decision. You got Berserker and you got Shaman. Shaman has a super unique moveset that allows her to recover a lot of health if she needs to, but at the same time you have Berserker that deals so much damage, and he has a lot of uninterruptible moves that allow him to really hold his own even in 4v4 fights. I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys, I gotta go with Shaman. She just has a nice moveset, and her ability to piggyback off of anybody else that does bleed damage is so nice. Just like I mentioned before, Gladiator, if he gets that second stick off and get that bleed damage in, Shaman can just come along and jump on them with her blood trance, giving her the ability to recover some health. Now the way you do this is obviously they have to be bleeding like I just mentioned, but if you want to do this as Shaman, you can actually just throw a heavy, then quickly throw a light attack. This will do a bleed attack, and then you can just dodge forward, guard break. But the lunge is pretty predictable. You don't want to do this all the time. So if you get another bleed in, you can actually just throw light attacks. This will also recover some health, but I wouldn't solely rely on this because it isn't a lot. You can actually throw this blade attack at the end of other attacks. Like I'm going to throw my zone right now, then I'm going to press the light attack afterwards, and as you can see, she throws the bleed attack in the chain. You can actually throw a feint and then throw it if you want. You just want to slip it in whenever you can so that you can recover some health with your attacks or get that lunge in. When taking a look at some of Shaman's feats, as you can see, her initial feat on the third tier isn't the best in my opinion, honestly, but if you equip the hand axe, you can actually get people for bleed damage, and like you've seen before, you can leap on them with the blood trance. The combination of her feats and her movesets, I had to put her in the slot for the best assassin. Next, we have the Samurai. Now this is solely between Orochi and Shinobi. Now this was a really hard pick for me because Orochi is insane, especially with all the reworks that he's gone through. He's a super viable character in 4v4s. If you know what you're doing, he's a super viable character with a variety of moves to rely on. If you know what you're doing, Shinobi is the way to go. With a combination of his feats and his moveset, he is just so nice. If you can actually get his moveset down, learn to play mind games with his abilities, he's super hard to kill despite being such a light assassin. As far as agility goes, Shinobi has everything. So let's take a look at some of his dodges. So we have his normal dodge, then we have the double dodge. You just do this by tapping the dodge button twice, and during this you can do different things. So I can dodge, tap guard break to do the kick. I can actually dodge, throw a heavy attack, follow up with an undodgeable heavy attack. If I land this undodgeable heavy attack, I can follow this up with more light attacks. So I'm going to dodge, throw an attack, throw the heavy attack, then follow up with some more light attacks. But I want you to bear with me. So we're gonna go through that same process again, but after we land those light attacks, we're going to press the A button, which will allow us to jump backwards and start up another combo if we want. So I'm gonna dodge, throw an attack, land the heavy, get the light attacks in, dodge backwards, press X, dodge. So I'm gonna get the heavy attack in, I'm gonna land it, get the light attack in, dodge backwards, I'm gonna press X, dodge backwards again, and then press the heavy, and you can actually start up the combo again. You can do this as much as you want. I know that sounds complicated. You can start mismatching what you do, and I'm telling you, it throws people off so much. You can actually dodge forward, you can kick, throw an unblockable overhead. Shinobi has a pretty decent zone. Sometimes you can just throw it to throw people off, but it can be predictable. You can actually double dodge and back up right off the top if you want. You just do that by dodging backwards, or an unblockable heavy. This also can be feinted. So you can go back, feint it, and maybe get a guard break in, and start up whatever combo you need to. Shinobi is super versatile, and if you want a more in-detail guide on this character, let me know down below. So I hope you got something out of the video. Once again, this is just my opinions on the heroes. Let me know yours down below. With all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.